Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Tio here from the Street Ball Network. Check it out. I just wanted to say thank you, first off, to everybody that's supporting the network, subscribing to the network. We want to thank you. It's our pleasure to cover you guys and ladies out there balling out. Today, I'm going to come in with the power rankings as of June 30th. Only as seen on the network. This isn't a ranking of teams around around softball, but only as seen on the network. It's our top 10 power rankings. This is the midway point during the first, the summer session. We have the All-Star games coming up, home run derbies. Right now, the 4th of July tournaments are getting organized and starting this weekend. So we're going to cover the top 10 teams as only seen on the network, all right, from the beginning of the year. But before we get into that, I want to congratulate my man, A. Aguilar. You saw him on the men's Player of the Month video for May. He was Nettles, the third baseman. Didn't get, I expected to see some votes in the comments section, but I have a panel that I call. I say, hey man, look who see who you think won, and based on the full body of work for the month, with his defense on played. I think we had 4 games. He was in the about like 10, 12 putouts, and quite a few hits. It was the overall body of work during the month that got him the nod. Big ups to Big Papi. He got a lot of votes. A lot of them reminded he reminded some of the voters on another great left-handed hitter, and Calvin Stacks, the young buck, was also mentioned a lot. I asked people, I was out in the street asking people to check it out, on my panel, and they liked the way the young buck performed. So, congrats to A. My man. Congratulations, May Player of the Month, Big Papi and Stacks. Okay, going right into the list, and again, this is only up until June 30th. All right. Number coming in at the number 10 spot is YMK. They're one of the contenders for the BBSL Night League, and there's another team or two that is not on this list that are going to contend as well. But again, this is only as seen on the network. My dudes Bobo and the young buck Calvin. I believe they have Nest over there, Driz. They have a nice team over there at YMK. They're going to compete for the chip in that BBSL Night League. Coming in at number 9, I went with the Rec League Records. Look, these guys won the B division in the QLA last year, moved up, and they're challenging in the A. And these guys are making some noise in that division. They with Orlando, Los. My man, you saw him on the Street Ball promo video, the lefty, he's killing it over there. I like the work these young guys are doing. Keep an eye out on that Orlando. Saw him 2 years ago. He's really rounded into shape. Keep an eye on him. Okay, in the number 8 spot, I have the Grippos. When these guys have their full squad there, this is a formidable team. Now, again, what's funny is a lot of these teams have guys that play on other teams on this list. But, when they come together, Flip, Fitty, you saw him in there, May Player of the Month. Catroni, you also saw him in there, May Player of the Month. Again, Driz is on this team. I love that they got that veteran over there, number 55. I'm feeling the old gentleman there doing his stizzle out there. Like what the Grippos are doing. Now, in the, let's see, in the 10-9-8, number 7. All right, I went with the Indians. Now, I covered the Indians, one of the first games we covered on the network this year, against another team on this list. I believe they won the Memorial Day tournament over in the BBSL. I also covered them in a couple of weeks ago. These guys, man, I mean, with my man Taz and JC, and I believe they had Campillo pitching. This is a tough team, dude. You know, they're making noise up there in the EMS. You know, I mean, good job, dudes. All right. In the 6 hole, I have the 29ers. Look, it took me a while to get the Red Hook, and I'm glad I swooped in on these guys. They know their names have been ringing out for a little while now, and I'm finally glad I got to see them. They have the next best thing now. Watson, I hear, Mr. Kev Centrone over there, short. Even that third baseman over there, lockdown defense. The whole team played really well when I saw them. Timely hitting, good defense. They're managed well, coached well. Nice job over there in Red Hook by, Selly. In the number 5 hole, my dudes, the outsiders. You saw them quite a bit, early in the season, with the tournament. And I covered them again, a few weeks ago. We'll be back to see these guys, no doubt, later in the year. But with my boys, Dula, White Boy, my man, Brandon, Tita, Jordan, Mel G. I mean, these are my dudes right here, man. They're going to make noise, and they're making noise now in the EMS. Keep it up, my guys. All right. In the 4 hole, I had the team that they lost to in that tournament, Team 40. I mean, look, man, you win a Billy Biaggi tournament, you're going to be on this list. That was a very good team. I don't know if they stay together. I don't know what league they play in. Again, I don't know too much about these guys, but I watched them. I was there for almost, 2 days, and these guys are serious, man. Really a good team. Okay. I'm going to get some controversy for the number 3 team. Okay, but it's going to be the Bears. We only covered this team in the BBSL Spring Tournament, but it's what they didn't do, that puts them on the list. Their non-participation in a couple of leagues changed the power dynamic on a few teams and these leagues. We already know, Weechi and Dez and all these other guys, they would have been there together, but we already know the type of talent that these guys have, so let's not pretend they don't belong on this list. And coming in at number 2, we have the Warriors. Okay, we covered them earlier in the year as well. They were contenders for that BBSL spring tournament. Saw them a couple of weeks ago. I mean, Chris, Blue, Soriano. I mean, they got a crew, man. What are you going to do? Their non-participation in a league or two, and with their players spread out, changed the power dynamic in a couple of teams and leagues. Good team. And coming in at the number 1 spot, I'm out here looking. It's the Flushing 46ers, man. I mean, these dudes have got it all. I first heard about them early in the spring tournament. I said, I was there at the pairings, and Marshall said, "Hey, that's a really good team there. They're from Queens too, So, I have a sore spot for anything coming out of Queens, South Side here. All right. But they have everything. They have the defense, the hitting, timely hitting, the pitching. You can't suck them in on the nonsense to throw off their concentration. They're well coached. Johan, that kid number 17, he's a straight stud. You hear what I'm telling you? This is right now the best team I've on the network. Congratulations, to all you guys that made the list. Believe me, there are a couple of teams that I haven't covered that probably would have made this list. But you guys keep balling. I'm out there watching. We're going to get you on in a couple of weeks. I will be rolling in on Kings County, Williamsburg, BVD, Cambria Heights. I'm coming. I'm going to try to make my way to Staten Island too. You know, I need some help out there in that borough. If anybody knows someone in Staten Island, please have them holler at me, okay? But before we go, I wanted to say one last thing. We are going into the second half of the first session. We have Snowflake coming up as well in fall leagues. But I wanted to I'll talk to you, all you players out there, about you know, what's been going on throughout the community. You know, and especially I want to speak up for these umpires out here. You know, they're not perfect. You know, and if you've been watching the network, you've seen quite a few that could have been called back. You know, but the aggressive nature in which we are handling and trying to settle these issues has got to change. I mean, it's putting a negative light on what we do. You know, this is we're supposed to be out here for fun, recreation, and we're all competitive. You know, we're all competitive people. You know, these guys come out. We can't play without them. They're getting turned off and, you know, not participating as much. You know, I'm hearing it from the commissioners. You know, the altercations, the arguments, and, you know, and the fact that they get a few dollars mean, you know, I hear it all the time, you know, pays your money, you have to take it, is wrong. You know, we really need to tamper this angry side of softball down. You know, it's quite a different, you know, quite a different culture the way it used to be. You know, believe me, I understand how things change, but we have to do a better job. You know, and I'm asking on behalf of these umpires and their, you know, supporting commissioners. You know, let's monitor our our behavior. Let's tamp it down. You know, no one's saying you can't get upset or anything like that. You know, you're going to. You know, but to be coming back to the field with hardware, and, you know, we can't have that in our game. You know, and I just want you guys to, you know, just be a little bit more mindful of your behavior, okay? You know we out here working for an edge, but let's try to temper it down. We got lots more to go. You guys and ladies, you keep out there balling. I promise you, ladies, I'm going to get more action from you as well. You guys stay well. Congrats again to A. Aguilar, May Player of the Month. Street Ball Network, subscribe, hit that like button, pass us on, all right? We out there, I'm coming. Talk to you soon. Out.